I do want to kind of go back to the earlier branch
Oh
and
yeah,
talk about the people that inherited money. I don't have a lot of experience with that. In fact, I can't think of anybody that is in my network who got more than, a couple hundred grand from mom or dad
yeah,
along the way. But what do you see there? What are those people like?
yeah.
I don't
So
have much experience.
that is a very different kind of person altogether, because those people, in my experience, well, first of all, they have a kind of confidence that only comes from never having had to worry about money ever in your
I like it.
entire
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I got
it's
it.
just a different world, right?
Oh, it is.
They
Yeah.
have never experienced a family conversation in which somebody said to them, "We can't afford that," right?
Right. Yeah.
Whatever it was, whether it was, summer camp or like the third Jaguar, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
never, that conversation has never ever occurred to them.
Hmm.
They've never experienced it, right? So there's good and bad there. On the one hand, like, there's this kind of confidence that they have that, like, everything is going to always go their way. There's also sometimes they could be very, like, insensitive to the fact that this is not normal, right?
Yeah. Real world problems. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, honestly, like, they just have never experienced, and oftentimes they live in bubbles where everybody else, all their friends are also like that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they really don't have any kind of, like, real experience with any kind of, not even privation, just let alone, like, not being able to do whatever they want whenever they want to, right? So they can be a little insensitive sometimes, or just not get it, that this is that, some people, I mean, I've met, like, I'll tell you, like, the Rockefellers and, the people of that ilk that I've
Yep.
met, which is really old money. Those
Right.
people tend to get it. Like, those people have tended to be some of, like, the most gracious and kind of, like,
Grounded.
sensitive people that I've met, because I think that they've been taught from a young age that this is not normal, and you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to
You won the lottery, buddy. Yeah.
you have to be grateful for this, right?
Mhm.
But I think a lot of, like, say, second generation wealthy people, they're all like, they've been raised with the, like, I created this myself and I'm special and you're special because you're my child, and, like, everyone else is a fool and they're all slackers, right? So
Right.
those people are kind of insufferable, because they think that, like,
Yeah.
they're somehow entitled because their dad made a lot of money, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's those people are kind of difficult to be around. But
Yeah.
there is a kind of this, like I said, there's a confidence about, you know just never having had to worry about this conversation. Now, when it comes to money,
Yeah.
what I've seen is that, generally speaking, those kind of generational wealth people, they are pretty cautious with money. I found it
Hmm.
a lot hard. Like,
Okay.
you would think it would be, you go to somebody who's worth $100 million and say, um, invest $1 million with me.
Right.
You'd think, oh, that's a slam dunk. Not at all. Those people are very, very, like, very, very,
Yeah. They don't need the big home run, right? They want certainty.
exactly. They're much more concerned about capital preservation than they are about making money. And they're
Interesting.
also, so they're really concerned about who you are, what this deal is, how they know you, how you found them, like, can you be trusted? And their attitude is really like, I'm going to say no unless you,
Yeah. The
like,
default is no. Yeah.
the default
Yeah.
is no. And you have to basically remove every possible reason for me to say no, for me to say yes. And
Interesting.
which is hard, because
Yeah.
it's got to be really compelling. Whereas, people who, it's a lot, frankly, easier to, raise money from people who aren't brought up
Yeah.
in that kind of,
Yeah. They're still
haven't
chasing
made it.
the,
Yeah, still
yeah.
chasing the dream, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Chasing the dream. This is a part of your lottery ticket, or this is one of the legs of the stool. Yeah. It's interesting.